Welcome to our new 34-foot sailboat from 1977. We've been waiting for months to finally get her in the water. And as you can see, here we are. And now it's time to sail her to her new home. This is pretty f***ing epic.
Suddenly we heeled over, I think 35 degrees.
Okay, but it's a pretty long trip to get from here where we are in Lynes down to our home marina in Stege. It's about 110 nautical mile journey. So for me, very much a beginner sailor who doesn't want to sail at night yet, we're probably looking at a 2 or 3 day trip at least. But Sally is out of commission, and so Sally and the baby captain are not going to be on this trip, and it's probably a bit too long for me to do by myself. So of course I had to enlist some help.
Well, who are you and why are you here?
I am Miguel. I am a longtime fan of the channel and a patron, and I'm here because Adam really needed my help. He can't get the boat home with himself, so I'm here on my first ever sailing trip, and I'm gonna be a great help. Sure.
But today is Saturday, and I mean, the weather's pretty shit, so we're kind of waiting for it to leave. But you arrived here when?
I arrived Thursday night. What was it? 10 p.m. And after an entire day of travel, and then yesterday we spent the entire day getting the boat ready, and hopefully today we'll be able to leave.
Yeah, so the weather yesterday was really good, like sunny, the wind was nice.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, we're both probably a little bit idiots, so it took us all day to get the sails on. So when we got the boat ready, it was dark, basically. So we had to wait until today, but now it's pretty rough out there. But the wind should calm down within the next hour, hopefully, and then we should be on our way. Well, we're out motoring. What just happened?
I just untied the lines way too early when Adam was still trying to take a bathroom break. So we had a bit of a hectic exit from the harbor. But we're going well now, I think.
Okay, we've now gone a little bit out of the marina. Now we're in a channel to get a little bit out of this area here, like this fjord that we're in. But it seems like we could throw up the sail now. So I think we're gonna try and get the mainsail up. See how that goes. Stuck anywhere? The roofing on your phone. Nice.
It looks really good. I think we did a fine job.
So mainsail works. Time for the Genoa. Are you ready? Tight? Yeah. Okay, then hold on. Okay, there's like this stopper block here. Okay, yeah, hold on. Very nice. You pulled out your first sail?
Yeah.
How did it feel?
Good. I mean, after we got it on stock, It went really well, I think.
Yeah, we found there's this like stopper block that stops the furling line. So I guess that's nice, but we had to figure that out first. So I feel like we're not going super fast. The wind, of course, has died down a little bit, but I think it might be time to turn off the engine.
Yeah.
There. Key out. Then the previous owner told us put it in reverse when we're sailing.
And now
we're sailing. Look at this. The brand new boat. Finally in her element. And let's have a look here at one of the chart plotters. We are doing 4.2 knots. And that is a big difference, turning the engine off. And now it's just quiet.
Quiet. Oh.
It's so good.
I'm kind of speechless. It's you know, this is what I've been looking forward to for a very long time. And to actually be sailing out on the water, no engine running, just the wind, the waves. Yeah, it's good.
I think the wind died back down a little bit, so now we're back to doing 3 knots. But perhaps this is a good occasion as any to try out the autopilot on this boat, because who knows if it works. So here, okay, so let's see. We try there. Hold it. So we press the auto, hold it at 11 degrees, and now you can hear it. You can hear here the steering wheel, this unit here, there's the autopilot. So now it's adjusting, hopefully. Oh shit. Something is not working. You can hear it's trying to run, but it's not moving the steering wheel. I think we'll turn it off just before we hit the buoy behind us. Okay, so now we know that the autopilot doesn't work. Beautiful, but that's a problem for later. Let's go back to sailing 3 knots. All right, since we don't have a lot of wind or a lot of speed, I will try to make some coffee now. It is still a little bit rolly because there are just a bunch of like tiny waves, but let's see how it goes. Pretty good. Turn off the gas. Alright, as you can probably hear, we are motoring because the wind is completely gone now. And the motor is doing its job. We are cruising along. But of course, it wouldn't be a day of sailing without some problems. So the engine exhaust is pumping out quite a bit of white smoke. And like, of course, it's a very old engine. The boat's been on land, the engine unused for a long time. It has like de-icer in it and everything. So, you know, a bit of smoke is probably pretty normal. But now it's been running for a few hours, so I thought it was a little bit too much smoke. So I asked my friend who knows a lot about engine, and he says, yeah, it's probably a bit too much smoke. Check the cooling liquid. So I did, and it's pretty low. So we are just kind of rocking at like lower RPMs. We're doing it like 1500. That makes us go around 6 knots. So what do you think, sir? First sail, first engine problems.
Well, it's never a day on the water if everything goes according to plan, right? I mean, it sucks that there's no wind and that we need to rely on the engine. I just hope the engine survives till we make port in a couple hours.
So we've changed the plan a little bit. We're gonna jump into a marina a little bit earlier than we would have liked. But in this marina, in this town, we know for sure that we can find some cooling liquid. Are you looking forward to docking for the first time?
I am stressing out slightly over it, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun experience, I think. I hope we don't wreck the boat or the marina.
There's no wind, so that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, you see the second one? So this is the first one.
Yeah.
The bridge, like the next bridge. Let's just take that.
Okay.
So that's okay. So you can quickly undo this one, and then you go throw these fenders out on this side.
Yeah.
And then run up to the front. Get that line ready. But bring it back to the middle. Come back.
Yeah.
So you can easier jump on. Yeah. Nice. Okay, we got it. So, but maybe let's walk it forward a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of boats, but we made it to Gilleleje Marina. How does it feel? And how did the docking go?
It felt good to be on solid land again. I think the docking went really well. We're up beside a regular ass dock, so it was just a case of jumping off and tying the line.
And we're just now inspecting the engine a little bit. First looking at the coolant, because that is what we thought was low, but it turns out it's pretty full. So that's probably not the problem. So now I guess we're waiting for some expert mechanic advice from our friend. Hopefully he can help us narrow it down a little bit. And I mean, the engine ran fine. It didn't run hot and didn't do any kind of weird jumps or anything, but it was just a lot of smoke the whole way. Sun is starting to set, so it's perfect timing. We'll chill here in Gilleleje and hopefully get an early start tomorrow morning.
Mama's cooking in the kitchen, and our stomachs have eyes. We take a seat at the table.
So that's the mushroom sauce?
This is mushroom sauce, yes. Cream-based sauce. Some beef stock in there, mushrooms, pepper, salt. Very easy to make. This is done. I'm gonna start cooking the chicken as well.
Look at this masterpiece. Are you happy? Is it good?
It is really good. I'm very happy. It turned out really great. So now we've got some more fuel, so we can get another long day tomorrow.
Nice. And well, tell me about the what happened in the marina.
Bathroom's closed because it's winter.
And bird shit all over the.
Oh goddamn!
The bridges, the dock.
Everything's covered in bird shit. Everything. My pants, my shoes, the dock.
And what's also closed for winter is water. So we can't wash our shoes. We haven't filled up the water tanks. Winter sailing, I mean, or even early spring sailing in Denmark is not really a thing, and all the marinas are apparently not really set up for it. So, thumbs down. We're gonna eat, and then we'll probably do an early night, because I think we're gonna leave at 5 or 6 a.m. tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. Day 2 of the trip. Gilleleje Marina. We are just waking up. It is, wait, what is it? 6:45? No, 6:30 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
And well, but we've just went to summertime here in Denmark, so we'll put the clock an hour forward. So we lost an hour of sleep, which is annoying. We are just about to start getting the boat ready, and then we'll head out. It looks pretty calm right now, so we'll probably be motoring for a little bit before the wind hopefully picks up. We had more look at the engine last night, and well, it wasn't that there was not enough coolant, but it could be that the coolant looked kind of brownish. So at least our mechanic friend said that, yeah, we probably need to replace it. So hopefully it'll be fine for a day or two more. Now, whether that is what's also causing all the smoke, We don't know.
What is going on now? We still haven't left yet.
No, we still haven't. We turned on the engine as we were planning on, and then we noticed it wasn't churning out a lot of water. So we shut it down again, checked the impeller. The impeller appears to be in order. So now we're gonna see if the seawater filter needs stopping up.
The engine just wasn't pulling in enough water. We were looking at this. It was just basically empty while the engine was running. So we're thinking, okay, if we maybe it's just sucking in air. So if we fill it, then we'll see what happens. Water in the filter. We're gonna try and turn on the engine and see if everything runs now. Alright, so far so good. Have a look at this here. Just absolute mayhem on the boat from all this bird shit on the dock. And because the marinas are, you know, all closed down for winter, there's no water in the hoses. So we can't get water, we can't hose it down. Alright, we are moving and we just got the mainsail up. There's not a lot of wind, but we will try to get the Genoa out as well. And see if we can move a little bit without the engine. Well, we are still motor sailing, but it is what it is. Hopefully, according to the forecast, the wind should pick up a little bit during the day. So it's your first time ever sailing, so what are you doing right now?
I am coiling up some ropes, some lines that we used for mooring last night, and then after they're coiled up, I'm gonna hang them on the stern of the boat so they can dry out, hopefully.
So here on our right side, starboard side, we have Denmark, and then right over here on the port side is Sweden. So it won't be that long before we'll sail kind of through, I guess, the narrowest point between the two countries. We'll also pass a very beautiful Danish castle. Alright, we are sailing, we're coming up on Kronborg Castle now. I mean, you're from Belgium, but what do you know about this castle?
The castle itself was built by a Danish king who really liked tax money, and he wanted to collect a lot of it. Now, the opposite side here, nowadays it's Sweden, but it used to be Denmark. The Danish used to control the south of Sweden, and the king ordered a castle be built on this side and another one on the other side, which means that the entrance could be like closed off. If a ship passes by and he doesn't want to pay taxes, you can just make sure he doesn't pass by. We're in the Øresund, which is one of the few like outlets of the Baltic Sea. So a lot of the trade came through here because the Baltic, of course, got amber and grain, which used to be really important for Europe, and the trade came by here. And then the Danish king would just say, oh, okay, you owe me this many gold pieces, and then your boat can pass through. And it made them really rich. And then somewhere in the 1600s, I think, they had the old fortress torn down and they built this beautiful Renaissance castle, which is still standing today. Beautiful castle that was basically just a toll office, if you want to put it crudely.
If you know Hamlet from Shakespeare, this is also where that takes place, I suppose.
Yeah, the Hamlet's castle is inspired by this castle.
Yeah. So we're trying to really sail past the castle and enjoy the view and everything. But this is also a very busy place for ferries because there's a lot of ferries going between Denmark and Sweden here. And right now we have kind of 3 ferries all heading kind of
in our direction somehow. So we just gotta be a bit on our toes here.
This one right there, that one right there, and we're all about to meet in the middle. But they should pass in front of us. They are a little bit faster than we are. How's it looking?
It's looking good under both sails. Making 5 knots, slightly over. So this is good. This is sailing.
I think I found the best seat in the house up here. This is pretty fucking epic. Alright, quick little status update from day 2 of sailing. We have now sailed for like 4 or 5 hours, I think. And we should be a little over halfway now, slowly approaching Copenhagen, which will also be on our starboard side very soon. It's been great sailing the past couple of hours. I mean, doing 5 to up to 7 knots a few times. Decent wind and barely any waves, so very comfortable. The boat is handling beautifully, I think. So I am very happy. Are you happy?
I am extremely happy. It's been we've been flying the past 15-20 minutes. We're at 6.5 right now. Hit 7 earlier when Adam was up front. He almost toppled off the boat. That would have been interesting. But no, it's going really well. The sun's out. It's actually nice and warm when you
Ish.
when you ignore the wind.
Would be nice to stop in Copenhagen, but we are gonna go as far as we can today, so hopefully we'll go further than Copenhagen. Welcome to Dragør. We made it safely-ish into the marina. We had one casualty. We'll have a look later. What did you think about? Because this time we, what do you call? We moored, I guess, at between the poles, which is very common to do here in Denmark. But that was your first time trying that?
Yeah, that was really stressful. I managed to drop the line on the pole, over the pole, which was good. But then I dropped it over the hook that's supposed to catch it, so it's somewhere on the bottom of the marina right now.
No, but that doesn't matter. That just means that it's wet, so that we just fish it up. It really does not matter.
Nah, almost pulled the boat into the dock a couple of times, but we're safe now. Yeah, let's hope next time goes better.
There's only one way to learn. But let's have a look at our casualty. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that mooring line kind of ran I guess, just over the top of the stanchion here. And so when we, I guess, pull forward, he got screwed over. So that's pretty bent. And I think the worst part is probably this, that the base of it is bent, because now it's very open and water can get in there. But we'll have a look later, I think. Now we'll try and go pay for our slip if the toilets are open, and then we'll probably have a little quick walk around the old town here in Dragør. Alright, so we just went to pay for the slip for the night. It is 255 Danish kroner. So what's that? 30 something euros probably. And here it is. And then we just put this on the boat. Now I think here in this marina, this guy doesn't include access to the toilet and the shower and everything. You'd have to buy like a separate card, which is like a marina credit card. Then you have to top up and use that to pay for stuff. That's annoying. Don't do that. Just do a fee. No showers for us tonight, I guess.
Stand down, darling. Oh. We've come too far this time. You've left a hole in place of my heart.
Well, that was a pretty cute town. Now we're back on the boat. We're gonna fill up some water because luckily this marina is open for water. So we're gonna take advantage and finally get some water in the tanks. That's pretty useful when doing the dishes and washing your hands on these things. We're not gonna drink it, but still pretty good. All right, we're filling up. So now I'm just gonna, oh my God, watch our little water gauge right here. We got water. So now it's gonna be really exciting. For the first time, we'll turn on the freshwater pump to see if we can actually get water in the faucets. Let's do it. She's running. Well, I can hear it. It's trying. We got water. We'll just let the pump run to fill everything. But we got freaking water. Well, here we thought we were getting very lucky and having great success. We let the freshwater pump run and it just kind of kept running. And I mean, I think it is supposed to stop at one point, but then we heard the bilge pump come on and yeah, we were started pumping out a bunch of water. So it seems like the freshwater pump has a leak somewhere and it's just throwing water into the bilge. Not nice, so we'll have no water in the faucets. And another problem to fix. So we didn't quite manage to track down that leak yet. It's definitely coming from the freshwater pump somewhere in the system then, but we haven't been able to find it yet. So what that means is, even though we have a full water tank, doing the dishes with salty water and then rinsing off with some of our expensive bottled water. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for the last leg, hopefully, of the journey. Good morning, this is day 3 of the epic journey home. We just got out of the marina, all good. We had a lot of wind coming through the marina last night, but that seems to be all gone now, and now we have no wind, even though the forecasts are saying we should have like 20 knots or something. It is just very calm, but a beautiful start here as we have the Øresund bridge right on our port side as we leave. So that is the bridge connecting Denmark and Sweden. Whenever you're ready. Oh, if it's stuck, then it's stuck somewhere. Probably that line, the other line. Well, we're motor sailing, my friend, but we're actually in a pretty interesting area here in Denmark in regards to sailing. And I mean, you're from Belgium, and you have heard about this place.
Yeah, absolutely. The well, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Kubocht.
Yeah, Kubocht. Exactly.
It's right below Copenhagen, a little bay area and the water gets really rough here. And I've heard it said, like, if you're able to comfortably sail over here, you're able to sail anywhere you want.
Nice.
So let's see if that's true.
Well, we're sailing.
We are. Yeah. We've almost crossed the entirety of the Kubocht.
That's probably the longest stretch we motored so far.
Yeah.
Like what, 2 or 3 hours or something?
Yeah. So as soon as we left the marina,
Yeah,
we turned on
basically.
the engine.
Yeah. Cool. Well, soon we'll pass by another little landmark on our way here called Stevns Klint.
What, out of nowhere, what a big ass squall with bloody hail coming through. And yeah, what do you think?
That was very unexpected. At first the boat was almost dead, like dead in the water. I think we were making 2 knots, and then suddenly we heeled over, I think 35 degrees. Fucking hell. Oh, yeah, that was exciting.
That got a little bit hectic. We tried to put in a reef in the mainsail, and that was the first time we tried to do that, not in the marina. And we took the generator down altogether. And of course, as we got the reef in, the squall had passed. But we're gonna keep riding reef down now for a bit. There could be more squalls on the horizon.
All right, now you're on the other side of the squall. First squall, how does it feel? Well, it was my first squall ever as well.
Yeah, that oh Jesus, that was quite something. The rain and the hailstones were unpleasant. The sudden gusts of wind were slightly terrifying, but sort of losing control of the sails and the boat, that was quite something. I'm glad we made it through.
So you were at the helm while I was up battling with the sails. So how do you feel like you managed?
I feel I managed okay as long as I had control, but as soon as we started having too much like headwind, I lost all control. Well, the rudder lost all control. It wasn't doing anything for the boat anymore. Yeah.
Good job, man. Good job.
Of course, it would have been very cool if we had actually managed to film all of that. But again, that is like the real sailing, I guess, experience. When shit hits the fan, like, first instinct is not to pick up the camera. Well, as fast as those squalls came and the wind went crazy, the wind disappeared just as fast. Now we have no wind, we are motor sailing again, but we are kind of reaching what I would call, I guess, the home stretch. Well, this is our home turf, basically. So, but it's just a lot of shallow area, so it's basically one long channel into the marina here.
Just a few more hours left of the whole trip. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. It's been a great 3 days, 4 days if you count preparing the boat. I've had a real good time. So let's hope this last stretch is just as fun. maybe the wind turns and we could actually pull up the sails again. That would be nice.
Now, you're also a patron of our channel, which, I mean, that's why you're here. That's how we start talking. So, would you recommend other people to become patrons of our channel if they would want to support more videos like this? And, I mean, we would love to bring more people on trips.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. If you've got the disposable income and you really want to help Adam and Sally out, I can highly recommend it. The behind the scenes extra footage is always really appreciated. All the other patrons are great people as well. The chats are really nice. So if you haven't signed up yet, I do highly recommend it. Yeah.
Thank you.
A three-legged dog walks into a bar in Arkansas.
Well, pretty good. The wind has picked up a bit more as we are kind of just getting closer and closer to home. So we make our final approach towards our home marina, and waiting for us is Sally and the baby captain. The wind has picked up quite a bit and we're facing a pretty strong crosswind, and we're probably coming in a little too fast here. But after struggling with the lines for a bit, we are securely tied down and now ready for all the adventures that await us, sailing around Scandinavia and probably fixing all the broken stuff. So make sure to subscribe if you want to follow that journey, and check out our Patreon if you want to see even more and to support us. Thank you for watching.